This can't be happening. My business is finished. I'm finished.
What is it?
What? Oh, you. You're the one with the flyer, aren't you? Forgive my impertinence, but do you own that flyer, perhaps?
Yes.
I am Hingu, a mechanic and a businessman. I supply upgrades to people fortunate enough to have flyers. However, I've had some trouble attaining parts of late. My previous associate went on a trip to retrieve valuable parts and never returned.
Now you want me to help you?
I need someone brave, someone who is a capable pilot. The missions I have are dangerous, but the rewards are worth it. I will pay you good silver, and I can sell you parts for your flyer, to make it better.
What? Make it better? This is the finest ship of its kind. I should know. I made it. You're just a fix-it man. What would you know about ships?
I have been working on flyers since they first started appearing in the Empire. I take these rickety contraptions and make them into something amazing.
Rickety? There has never been a flyer more solid than the marvelous dragonfly. Rickety. Your wits are the only thing rickety around here.
It is a little bit.
I have some supplies in the North Provinces that I need to pick up immediately. We've had trouble with bandits up there, so it might be tricky. If you could bring me those supplies, I'd have the parts necessary to upgrade your flyer. What do you say?
I want upgrade
Very
parts.
good. Here's your wind map. It'll show you where to go. I'll also pay extra if you get rid of those bandits plaguing the area.
I guess I can only have 3 times. What the?
That's it. We have to get out of the fight. You're scuffing the finish.
Wow. Wow. I leveled up. And I need more.
You have returned, and in one piece, I see. Not bad. You brought back the supplies and you took out a few bandits on your way. You can have a little bit extra for that. There were some great flyer parts among those supplies. Would you like to have a look at them? Or if you prefer, I could tell you about another mission I have for you.
See them
Yes, of
upgrades.
course. I have some very...
Come on. Weapon produces a powerful shockwave.
So,
Let's do the next
I
mission.
am most pleased. The prefect of Shandang County will be glad to hear he has an escort. His ships have taken a heavy toll lately. There are many raiders between here and the prefect's home, and his ship is intended more for luxury and less for war. Get the prefect home safely, and I will reward you well. The prefect has also told me to offer you extra silver for destroying as many of the raiders as you can.
Ooh.
The prefect is anxious to be going. Here's your wind map, and remember, protect the prefect's flyer at all costs.
Wait. Wait. Are you saying I have to? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I hate these kinds of missions. That's not what I wanted to say. I hate escort missions. Worse is that stuff like this. There we go. Guess that wasn't so bad after all. Oh, yeah. Wow, that's a lot of experience.
Excellent work. The prefect is happy to be home, safe, no doubt. I see you were able to dispatch a few of the raiders on your way. I'll top up your payment a little for that.
Yay.
Would you like to see some of my upgrades? Or could I interest you in doing another mission for me?
See that look
Yes.
great. First tides. This calls all your enemies to slow down time for a brief period. Next
I
mission.
have received word that my associate is alive, if not well. He was shot down by Imperial flyers while retrieving some sensitive information. Fly to the destination on the wind map and destroy anyone who attacks you. Drop off these parts so my associate can repair his ship and return. The area you will be flying into is private land, and by right, only the Emperor's servants are allowed entrance. But there is a truth there that must be uncovered. Be careful. These Imperial flyers are extremely dangerous.
It's
Good luck.
happening. Okay. Oh. Can I grab that?
You've done it. Chang, my associate, is on his way back. Here, I owe you this and more. I regret I have no more missions for you, but I'm always here if you require upgrades for your flyer. Thank you again.
Dragon's Route. This powerful weapon releases a blast of all near ships. Means I at least I have them all. That's all that matters.
What? Tried that once, and it didn't work out. Prefect Mu Hong pledged his daughter Mishan to me after I cleared his district of bandits. She wasn't ugly, so I agreed. The night of the wedding feast, I got more than a little drunk, and in the morning I woke up in the prefect's bed, next to the prefect's wife. I got up and went into my bride's room, and there was a strange man in her bed. I killed the bastard and was about to kill her when Mishan came into the room yelling. Apparently, I had just killed her sister's husband and was about to kill her sister. I tried to tell her it was an honest mistake, but she wouldn't hear it.
Killed your wife's brother.
The brother-in-law's family was pissed, and so was the prefect when he found out about his wife. They tried to subdue me so they could send me to prison. I killed them all swiftly. None of them suffered. Still, Mishan wouldn't leave with me. She kept crying and complaining about her family. Family life just isn't for me. Whatever.
Hard to think that he's making this all up.
Yes? How can this humble bunmaster assist you today? I still can't believe it's that easy to become a Lotus assassin. If I had known sooner, I would have joined their ranks as soon as possible. It would be brutal work, with little reward, and there's a good chance I'd die a hideous, painful death. But it couldn't all be better than married life, could it?
Why don't you just wait?
My prescient pretty has an uncanny knack for derailing my plans, in case you haven't already noticed. I have tried several times to leave, but it always fails miserably. Some say there are spirits out there that masquerade as people, and I suspect she may be one of them. She has my soul, and there's nothing I can do about it. One time, I tried to sneak away while she was delivering a special order of buns to her uncle's family. As I started to leave, I slipped on some oil and broke my arm. Still, I put my arm in a sling and was continuing on my way when I was run down by a rogue bun cart. When I came to, my wife had returned and was in a foul mood. Apparently, everyone she had visited died from food poisoning. But why not her? I mean, I'm sure she ate at least one of the buns I sent. I am saying no such thing. It is simply my lot in life to be given into the care of a demon whose sole sustenance comes from sucking the very life from my body and soul. Soup, anyone? Asking the same question. No. That is a painful subject. One that brings back difficult memories. Though not for the reasons you might think. For 4 long years, my bellicose beauty insisted we try and try and try again to have a child. It was a most distressing time. I was so afraid of her for the first year that I could not perform. Her screaming and chastising only made it worse. I overcame that problem, but there were others. No, you have saved my life. You deserve to hear the terrible, awful truth. As I said, there were other problems. My plump plum of a bride is a good deal larger than me. I could compare my nightly efforts akin to climbing a mountain if only it had been that easy. And there was always the fear that she would roll. I am a small man. My delicate frame was not meant for such pressures. I once lost all feeling below the waist, which perhaps was a mercy in itself. Of course, we overcame these obstacles and kept trying for 4 long years.
You never had a child?
Though no one can accuse me of not trying. Once she decided we would not be able to conceive a child, her interests declined, thankfully. If we had succeeded, I would not have survived to see a second. Stories, stories, stories. There are no more. If I tell you anything more, I will have no secrets left. A good bun, master. As you say.
Oh. I really don't want to talk to her, sorry. Starting to mess things. Apparently I can date Sky, but that means I have to avoid talking to Dawnstar. At this point, game. The Inquisitor is gone.
If only I could find a way to put things right.
Oh no. I've got enough. Got enough quests. I got it figured. Scroll. Music and the arts. Music and the other arts are vital parts of life in the Jade Empire. As with any truly civilized people, even the common man can enjoy the benefits of music in his daily life. I mean, the music of the Jade Empire itself truly satiates this primal urge. The lesser, more savage peoples that surround us know nothing of true culture, and their primitive beating, wailings cannot touch the soul as truly as masterpieces of Water Swallow or the heart-wrenching tragedy of Falling Star. For this reason, if not others, it's our duty as a cultured people to bring civilization and joy of the arts to those less advanced. Wow. Okay. I'm afraid. configuration of this thing.
Welcome, friend. The lecture won't be starting for a little while, though your enthusiasm is appreciated. And I wouldn't worry about seating. Those interfering philosophers had made sure that very few people will be attending the lecture. What? Huh, that's quite a question. I'm not sure who told you, but I'd appreciate it if you would keep your voice down when asking those kinds of questions. Nobody here suspects me to be anything but an overzealous scholar, and I'd like to keep it that way. So you want to know about the recruiter? You have a flying machine, do you not? Yes, I know about that. Go back to the landing area and someone will meet you there. I don't think so. I've already told you what you need to know. I'm not about to risk being discovered just to make you feel at ease.
They already know about you. That means one of two things. Either the princess is exceptionally good at spreading rumors, or they're desperate for new people. The safe bet's on both of those being true. I don't think you'll have any trouble catching the attention of the Inquisitors. No, I'm sure they have no idea of your real identity. I wouldn't worry about that.
They don't know who that is.
This Inquisitor will be more interested in you than he'll let on. I'm not even sure if you needed to talk to Dong Gao to catch his attention. That is the wisest thing you could have said. Especially, well, the Inquisitors are not dealt with lightly. Let's get back to the flyer as soon as we can.
That will have to wait. I have to do. That's a joke. The physical universe. The scholar's hypothesis. To suggest that I, of all people, do not understand the significance or the importance of the celestial beings is preposterous. I pay my tributes at the temple because I honor those who gave us our minds and our curiosity. Philosopher Gang ignores the crux of the problem by hiding behind his arguments of divine belief. Scholars have made some discoveries in which clouds are formed, but the philosophers led by Jiang dismiss these theories without even hearing them out. How can we progress as a society if we refuse to accept new ideas and new concepts? The philosophers would have us cling to our traditions, even at the cost of our own prosperity. Oh.
I find the scholars endlessly amusing. Talk to a few, and you'll understand what I mean.
Focusing one's thoughts requires balance. Living without balance weakens the mind. The teachings of sagacious Tian are of
As amusing as your savage dances are, once again I have proven the superiority of setting your nose to the grindstone and not mucking about. Now bring some refreshments in a proper mug, or I'll take back the coins of my home and country. Don't you heathens know the worth of a proper king's halfpenny?
Generous visitor, if our customs are so displeasing to you, perhaps you should find lodging elsewhere?
Please? And leave you lot to your primitive ways? Tell them what I think of that, Squire Percival.
Sir Roderick Ponce von Fontelbottom, the magnificent bastard, will do no such thing. He means to educate you all.
Good lad. Found him wading in the mud, planting weeds. You can't keep your crackers crisp doing that. Can't help you if you don't know the horror of a soggy biscuit. I've given him dignity, and unless one of you has the will to deny that I'm your better, I suggest you start learning. We'll have you in proper trousers by the morrow. Oh, what's that? Someone stepping to the fore? Let's have a look at you. Ah, you look quick with your fists, but I'll wager your head falls behind. Too much time slapping each other, and not enough time strapped to a desk in a decent classroom. The simple truth is that I have bested every one of you who has come forward, whether in tests of wit or combat. You faced a champion of king and country. Now, I didn't ask to land here, but if a storm is going to cast my ship into the very heart of such a dark empire, I'll bring the light of knowledge wherever I can. You must hunger for guidance. You're like children. I mean, only a handful of you can even grow a decent moustache. What kind of place is this?
Blind yourself with prejudice.
Can you now? Shall we put that to a test? I welcome the chance that you might impress me with a glimmer of intelligent insight. But I will acknowledge that I am likely to disagree just because I know you are, lacking. We will need educated men to judge the merits of our arguments. I've gone to great pains to learn your barbaric tongue, only to find that none of you has much to say. Can you convince me otherwise? I've heard a distinct lack of couplets and quatrains, to say nothing of pentameters. Is it any wonder you people live as you do? I charge you with defending the heart of your people. If a group of judges determines that you have adequately done so, I will declare you the winner. Whoever you wish. These five standing here. I'm sure there will be a balance of opinion. The test must be fair. Go on, talk to them all to prove I haven't coerced them. We'll begin the debate when you're ready. Then we'll see how you fare in combat. Doubt you'll do very well. Like the rest, you're all just too damn skinny.
I heard you accept the Outlander's challenge. I'm grateful you have seen fit to defend us all. I would be honored to sit in judgment of the debate. Several of my fellow scholars have also volunteered. To do otherwise would only help the Outlander win in the long run. If he wants a true debate, we will allow it to progress fairly. Of course, I doubt his arguments will have the weight that he expects, not here in the heart of the Jade Empire. I am ill-equipped to see my own faults, but I, like my fellow scholars, am adept at exploiting the weaknesses of others. Scholars Heng and Zhao are easily swayed with simple facts. Cite such details and they are certain to change their opinion either for or against. The best course is to appeal to the individual preferences of the judges. We are theoretical thinkers, really. It is not so much the subject, but the tactic that triggers reaction. Each judge will respond only to argument styles they favor. If a judge likes fact, use it once and he will join your side. Use it again and he will switch back just to further debate. Other arguments may not interest him at all.
I am ill-equipped. The best... If a judge likes fact, use it once and he will join your side. Use it again and he will switch back, just to further debate. Other arguments may not interest him. I wish you...
So I gotta convince all the judges.
His title mystified me, except for the magnificent bastard portion. I'm fairly certain I know how he came by that part.
Oh, this is exciting. I've never been asked to jury a debate before, and now I'm the third of your 5 judges. My name is Scholar Zhao. I haven't given it much thought. I pictured myself as balanced, but some of the others are very specific in their tastes. Actually, you can sway Scholars Kai and Gu by mocking your opponent. I don't care for it, but they seem to respond quite vigorously. I've argued in this group of scholars many times before. We are so used to each other that we will change opinions just to further the debate. Don't worry so much about what you are saying when you respond. Just concentrate on how you say it. Good.
Greetings to you. I am Scholar Hang, and I will be serving as the second of 5 judges for the debate. I look forward to honorable discourse. I'm sure the others agree that my tastes are balanced. The minister, however, is easily engaged by sympathetic pleas, as are scholars Zhao and Gu. I find their appreciation of such fawning to be distasteful, but that is one of the arguments they prefer. Try to choose your arguments in a sequence that eventually turns everyone in your favor. Don't worry about losing a vote on a single topic.
I still don't know what the... I still don't understand what I'm trying to do here. Just give me a moment. I'm trying to... The problem is they don't explain how to actually win this quest line. Oh, let's just try and see what happens. But I mean, I could just save and then if I mess it up.
Well, ready to set the ponies in motion, are we? Let's declare some rules and get to it. You don't mind if I make this interesting, do you? Good. Don't want to set you off your game, but I thought we should ensure that the process was more entertaining than a simple checklist of virtue. It will be a simple matter. 5 judges, 6 topics. I'll pose my argument about why your foolish land stumbles like a child, and you try to answer. The judges will raise their arms to indicate whom they favor. Arms up for you, arms down for me. After 6 topics, if you have a majority, you are the winner. By the Queen's corset, if you get them all on your side at any time, I'll declare the match over. Now, shall we proceed? I will pull no punches, and I expect no mercy on your part. Let's see which of us is truly superior. Well, what shall be my first point of contention? I know, the most basic of concerns for a culture, the currency of its economy. What manner of society would use the silver coin as the basis of trade? Gold is clearly superior, which you admit by using it for important statuary. Your understanding of what determines value is flawed. Your rebuttal?
Scarcity proves gold should be reserved for higher purpose.
Well, you are clearly in the minority, but I can spare no quarter. To the next topic. I call attention to the arrogance of your empire. You simply assume that all lands outside your borders are the domain of barbarians and monsters. How can you truly know they are uncivilized until you've proven it by conquest? Crush them beneath your heel. You sit here thinking while far-off lands yearn for direction, not unlike what I am attempting with you.
We do not wish to impose ourselves on.
Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. Shall I draw attention to your foolish reliance on personal combat? You've got strange dragon powder arms, but you waste them on spectacle and flying chariots. Any decently civilized people would have developed a proper array of personal sidearms by now, like old Mirabelle here.
Simple tools, we have no use for them.
What? My monocle must be fond. I can't see anyone in my favor.
It appears they've reached a consensus against you, Sir Roderick.
Clearly these people are incapable of fairly comparing one of their own to an outsider. This is a farce. Then perhaps it was my mistake to think you would be open to anything other than your own backwards ideals. Pah! I seek satisfaction. You have bested me in debates, but true honor is decided on the dueling field.
That is your wish. I will meet you in
The entry hall here has walls to be up against, corners to be backed into, and floor enough on which to be down but not out. Whatever your metaphor, I'll beat it. Return to me when you are ready, and we will walk there together, just to ensure that no one gets lost or suffers an accident that would prevent a fair fight. Frankly, I don't know what you people are capable of. What? Good! Let's get this over with so I can return to schooling the rest of your fellows. I envy you. You are about to experience for the first time the skill that has forged an empire and traveled the world. There will be pain as well, but I imagine it will be almost worth it.
Whoa!
Stress these.
Jeez!
That was a fine display of skill.
It was a fair fight, Sir Roderick, within the rules you specified.
Yes, old boy, you've got it right. I was really sat down, I believe. Like the fall of the old bridge across the Grand. My humours are in disarray, I tell you. I suppose I should have seen it coming. Your win in the debate was a sure sign. I do believe I have underestimated the lot of you. Regardless, you have beaten me. That's a point of honor I cannot deny. Well, there's no other thing for it. Intended or not, you've earned a reward from me. The unsuccessful combatant in a duel must arrange a worthy gift for the victor. I wouldn't be much of an ambassador for my country if I didn't abide by its customs. The Duchess of Almsbottom's rules of engagement are quite clear on this matter.
I think he's just making this up. Wait. I can't get his weapon? The gun?
You lot are always on about your spirit. Well, we have a saying. To balance the soul, equalize pressure. I will share knowledge of trepanation. The skull is the soul's prison, drilled to set it free. Not too deep, mind you. If there's more on the bore than in the skull, you'll cut your vocabulary in short order. Right, Percival, fluff my traveling trousers. We will darken this garden no more.
Huh. Uh-oh. I'm a magic user again. My stats went to garbage. I should probably try to find the lapdog. Fine. Or Crane. Hello. Oh, no. Now the weapons. I was supposed to get this, or I have access to it, so I don't know why it wasn't given. What the? There. Now we have it. Now we have it. But there's something else I want to check. Magic. Martial styles? The Cobra is the last one we need. Oh. Have Spirity. Hello? Oh, Tempest was the one that was a closed fist. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll also grab the rest of the stuff while I'm here.
A triumph all around. This Outlander cannot ignore how complete your victory was.
Like, I'm just gonna grab it. Apparently this is the only martial style that I don't have. That would be great if I could. Oh. Over Venom, huh? To take some of these. It's the last one. It's the only one I need for magic. I might as well get my hands on it. What is that lightning thing?
You're too slow.
Wow. Blizzard. I know it. Finds one. Yeah. Literally just annihilate everything in its path. The Long Drought. The Long Drought stands as one of the worst periods in the Jade Empire recent history. 10 years of scorching heat and little rainfall took their toll on even the prodigious reserves of the Empire's. Sages predicted at least 3 more devastating dry years, while those in the Ministry of Harmony watched the death toll mount to houses. Declared that the Sun High had declared that the drought was over, and somehow it was. Through the Empire's divine will, green returned to our parched lands. When I read that one before. Wow, I got a level out of it. Okay, so now I'm a weapon master again. Physical universe, a final word. The world that we live in is not as simplistic as philosopher Yang would suggest in his treatise on the physical universe. His hypothesis regarding divine regulation of weather and seasons, though interesting, is nothing more than children's tales made overly complicated. Recent research led by scholar Dongwu has proven that our seasons of weather are much more than the careless whims of distant celestial beings. Our universe is made up of very real, very tangible components that can be very carefully quantified. Okay. Here. Sounds like a bunch of people talking crazy again. There's view. Though Scholar Shang has raised several interesting points in his rebuttal to my treaty on the physical world, his lack of respect for the divine is of greater concern than his lack of understanding of the physical world around him. I agree that there are many aspects of our world that cannot be explained by divine influence alone. We learn and continue to thrive at the mercy of the celestial beings. Without their guidance, and indeed their blessings, we would quickly discover that research and understanding of our physical world alone are not nearly enough for us to Goodbye. The mysterious East. Scholars know little about the culture that lies across the grass ocean. Tribes of that land have a sizable amount of gold and a near insatiable demand for silken spices. They also seem to be able to manufacture metal to an astounding degree, though perhaps not as sophisticated matter as our master tradesmen. Still, something on the other side of the glass ocean bears investigation. Unfortunately, few trade fleets have ever successfully made the passage. Trade caravans do not pass. It do pass. Follow a treacherous route through unenlightened people hostile to the Jade Empire. So, those who go there never come back? Or
Always. You managed to just...
So, guess that's it. There you go.